This is islamweb.net. The Quran is a speech of Allah but is not created. Solve this problem for me. Okay, so if Allah did not create the Quran, and the Quran is a speech of Allah, so where Allah he get the Quran from? So Allah, he is reading Quran, but he is not the one who made the Quran. So who is the author of the Quran then? The Muslim, they say to us, they keep saying to us, the author of the Quran is Allah. The second we say to them, who is the one who made the Quran? They say Quran is not made. Can you believe it? A person who commits religious innovation in our area raised the following doubt about regarding the issue of the creation of the Quran. It is known that the universe contains either a creator or a creation. So under what category should we classify the Quran? That's a good question. A Muslim using his brain. That's weird. Where are you coming from? A Muslim using his brain? That's wonderful. How I can answer him? Let us see the answer. All perfect is to Allah. Okay. The Lord of the world, I testify. I mean, you need to say all of this before you answer the guy. Hypocrites. The Quran is the speech of Allah, the Almighty, is not the created. Like how? Now you solve the problem? The guy is asking you, saying, the whole world is either creator or creation. Creator or creation. So which category the Quran will go under? The answer is, the Quran is a speech of Allah, the Almighty, not the created. But this is not the question. If it's not a created, is it a creator? As approved by the Quran and the Sunnah, the prophetic tradition, and blah 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 blah. What is the answer? So it is since it is one of the attributes of Allah, the Almighty, which are not created. How the Quran is one of the attributes of Allah? Look at this madness. It's a speech of Allah. The speech of Allah is an attribute of Allah. Is it created or not created? Hey Zico. Zico. Is the Quran created or not created? As long as the Quran is not created, that means the Quran is God. Because the only one is not created is God. Now we have two and created according to Islam, Allah and the Quran. Is the Quran created by Allah? No. So where Allah get the Quran from? It's a speech of Allah. So what? I'm reading Quran now. My speech now. And how you say it's a speech of Allah if Allah is not the one who created the speech? Are we following people? How you say it is the speech of Allah if Allah is not the one who created the speech? It's like Joe Biden when he read in the, you know, like he says in the of quote. Why? Because they wrote it for him. Joe Biden is reading what he have a monitor in front of him. Huh? It says stop here, end of quote. Now you time to go. The journalists are waiting like what he's saying. Stop here, end of quote. Now you leave the room. That's Joe Biden. You Muslims, you have a God is a Joe Biden. If the Quran is a speech of Allah, but Allah is not the one who created the Quran, so how it is a speech of Allah if he is not the one who made the Quran? If he is not the one who made that speech, that means this is not his speech. Any Abdul? Anyone? And then they say to us, why people leave Islam after they speak to Christian prince? I mean, look at the genius prophet in this penis. And a vagina fit for it. I mean, the guy, he is ready for everything. He thought about everything. Not only the penis is in this, the vagina fit for it. Does that mean the vagina is in this too? Explain that to me. End of quote. Joe Biden. A person, he's a Muslim, saying to me, CP, you dump. Amazing video. Why you don't call me my friend and tell me why I'm dumb? If the Quran is not created by Allah, how the Quran then is a speech of Allah if the speech is not made by Allah? How stupid this religion is. Who is the one who wrote the speech? If you say the one who made the speech is Allah, well, this is not what it says here. It says it's not created by Allah. And as long your name is amazing video, I have an amazing video for you. You want to see it? Watch this.
He doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Well, I hope you did enjoy the amazing video we just showed you. And this is a movie directed by Allah and published by Aisha. Now, who is a Muslim would like to call me and give me a proof, any proof you wish? After all the garbage we said, I think you have nothing to say, don't you? Ahmad, Samad, Ahmad. What lunatic mean? What, brother? What lunatic mean? Can you give us? Can you elaborate? I want to learn from you some English. What lunatic mean? Do you know? Can you tell us more details so we can learn from you? You see, I'm a person who like to learn. You know, I don't mind. You can say whatever you want about me. A lunatic person, according to the dictionary, is a mentally ill person. Mentally ill person. Well, let us check that out. See if it is me or your prophet is lunatic. Is it your prophet? He ordered his wife to cover themselves when a blind man he come to visit his house? Have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this before? The guy is blind. He cannot see them. They can see him. They said to him, prophet, but he's blind. He said, are you blind too? The genius prophet. The guy is blind. He's what? He is blind. Like what? He's blind. Who is the lunatic? Blind. And this is Sahih Hadith. The guy is blind. The blind man, Ibn Kulthum, he came to visit Prophet of Allah. The Prophet, he says, cover yourself, cover yourself. The wives, they said, but Prophet, he is blind. The Prophet, because he's an idiot of the village, he don't want to say he's wrong. He don't want to say, sorry, I forgot he's a blonde. He don't want to apologize for being a donkey. He said, okay, are you blind too? Who is the lunatic? Do you Muslim women cover yourself in front of a blind man in the street? Do you Muslim women allow to see men with your eyes or not? Why? What is this about? This is the genius Muhammad. He don't want to admit that a woman, she is smart and he is an idiot. So he will now come with the excuse. Hey, are you blind too? Cover yourself, cover yourself. Your Prophet, but he is dead. Okay, he is dead. Are you dead too? CP is a Christian? I don't know, Abdul Samad. You are a genius like your Prophet. Actually, from your comment, I can tell that you are a, for sure, Muhammad follower. My name is a Christian prince. I must be a Hindu. The guy now is not busy about his Prophet ordering his wives to cover themselves in front of a blind. He is busy. He is thinking, is a Christian prince atheist? I don't know. Hindu maybe, because he keep reading the chapter of the cow. Otherwise, why he's talking too much about the cow? Isn't it obvious? Just think about it. And I'm sure if we ask this guy, why your Prophet he called his... is it your Prophet who called it this way, or you Muslims choose a name? Why the Muslims choose a name for the biggest chapter in the Quran to be the cow chapter? Do you have an idea? By the way, this is a true story. Last time I went to have a debate with Zakir Naik, and Zakir Naik get me busted. He said, Christian Prince, do you remember, Christian Prince, when you said to the Hindus, when you were in India, you said to them that, do you know that the biggest chapter in the Quran is the cow chapter? Do you remember what happened? I said, yeah. He said, tell them what happened. There's 10,000 Hindus converted to Islam. Just because I said the biggest chapter in the Quran is Takbir. I never heard of a God. He raised people from death by beating them by beef. You see, why Jesus did not use beef to resurrect people from death? And what make it more funny, Allah in the Quran, he says, this is how Allah resurrect people from death. How? By beating them by beef. If you don't believe me, the Quran is in front of us. Call me. I will not hit you by beef. Trust me. It's expensive. You know, it's not really cheap, especially with Joe Biden. You know the thing. Chapter 2, verse number 73, explain to you why the Quran, chapter of the cow, called Al-Baqarah, which means the cow. Because Allah told Moses, you know, Moses, by the way, he liked beef. I heard that Moses, he don't like any, like, meat except beef. He's like, he was beefy guy, you know, like, you know, beef, you know, like, you go to talk to Moses, you say, if you don't bring beef with you, I don't talk to you. Like, the first thing, you know, you want to talk to Moses, you have to bring like 3 kilograms of beef, you know. So the guy is dead, and they want to know who killed him. Not only dead, he was killed. The funny, by the way, the Muslim, they say, this verse speak about heart massage. Like, what the heck? The Muslim propaganda machine turned this funny verse to be a scientific of a heart massage. But the guy was killed by a sword. What heart massage, Abdul?